Friends, welcome back to Chateau Ste Michelle. This is the long-awaited holiday light tour. Brightscape has wrapped up their installation and we are back to enjoy this space. We are kicking off here in the Manor House. The Manor House is kind of a multi-use space. So events, they have the kitchen that serves the Igloo village that we're going to go back and revisit, and just a beautiful, beautiful space. I cannot imagine a more welcoming entry than this incredible fireplace. And then all around me are stunning Dale Chihuly glass sculptures. So I would say, let's take a look at a few little glass sculptures, and then we're going to head outside, because the other place that this is where one of the stations is for the Sip Sleigh that they have just launched this past weekend. It is so fun. You literally rent a little golf cart. It is decorated as a sleigh. You go around to 5 different stops, and each one not only has a little wine tasting, but a small little nibbly bit to go along with it. I mean, so much fun. You guys, this is like, it's putting me in the best mood just walking onto this property. I want to show you just a few of these sculptures. If you are not familiar with Dale Chihuly, he is one of the premier glass artists of our region. He is world-renowned. He is incredible. He actually has a full Chihuly garden dedicated to the fusion of his glass art as well as plant life. So I feel like that also needs to come on the channel, but I just want to give tribute to a few of his pieces because they are really, really intricate, beautifully done, and just incredible. These, with this patterning on them, this is incredible. This is opaline and oxblood wrapped Persian set. These colors are spectacular. This is a really interesting vase shape, and what's so cool is it absolutely glows from the inside and then has that cobalt blue lip going all the way around. Okay, I hope the size of this sculpture is coming through. This is sensational. So the box that this is in is probably around 3 feet by 3 feet. This is called Watu Blue Seaform set with cadmium yellow lip wraps. This thing, look at this. And I love that they are all lit from above, and then they have a piece of reflective, kind of just black glass on the bottom. So I mean, the whole thing glows. That is so cool. And just when I thought there was one left, just kidding, there's a tiny guy over here. Oh, you guys, this is like the baby sister. This is Violet Seaform set with green lip wraps. This is so delicate and lovely. That is so, so, so beautiful. And I do have to say, this violet and green combination is one of my favorites, and it translates really well to the garden. Okay, I just walked around the corner at another Chihuly masterpiece. This one is chartreuse basket set with oxblood lip wraps. That is like the darkest, darkest oxblood red. And again, that black glass underneath. It is so gorgeous and reflective in this setting. I am literally standing in the pickup area for the sleighs. I want to head back out there and show you a few of them because they are so adorable. It is absolutely wonderful. And where I am literally standing with my 2 little feet is the pickup area. So let's check them out. Every single one of these amazing golf carts has been decked out as a little tiny sleigh. And I am freaking out at this total disco sleigh. I don't think it gets more festive. I don't think it gets more fun. They've done all of these sweet little themed lights, decorated everything in silver, tinsel. You guys, comes complete with cozy blankets, so you are never too chilly when you are sipping and sleighing. This next one is candy cane themed, and would you look at the cover on every single one of these seats? This is so much fun. Okay, if you need a little friend outing, if you are having a Christmas party, a work friend getaway, hello, how cute is this? And again, all of them have little blankets tucked in, so you are never too cold when you are out and about. All right, I got some inside scoop. Here is the deal. These sleighs are running Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Friday and Saturday, they go from 11 to 5, and on Sundays, from 11 to 3. And they take off every 15 minutes, which is so amazing because I feel like that fits into busy lives, soccer schedules, all of the things. So, what a fun tour. So one of the things that Torrin was talking about when we originally toured was how they light this boxwood hedge. And this is the perfect example because all of these little tiny lights are tucked in here. The entire shrub glows. It is so fabulous. This is your subtle, elevated, elegant Christmas holiday light display. One thing that's really fantastic is that as you're walking down here, it could almost be too garish to the eyes if all of these were laid on the surface. So the fact that they're tucked in, it gives this warmth and this glow to the entire property. It is so spectacular. One thing that I'm noticing that I almost didn't pick up when we were here during the day is they have planted all of these mounds with white pansies and blue violas. Here's the scoop. At night, or when you're in any shade garden, for example, blues and whites become some of the most reflective colors in that environment. So the fact that they've done this huge mound of white pansies, and it's been repeated over several times throughout the property, it gives it a glowing quality against all of these lights. The other thing it does is it simulates this little bit of like snowfall. It's just a subtle, subtle detail, but it totally contributes to the overall effect. Friends, pro tip, they have hidden speakers all throughout their boxwood hedging. So as you're making your way towards the tasting room, you literally have holiday music on surround sound. The other thing that they have done that just aids in pulling together the entire scheme is, we've seen the white lights, the white pansies. They have white, funny enough, they have white irises, one of which is blooming, which is bananas, and they also have white roses. It is now all picked up with a mixture of silver and gold. So again, just reflective, elevated, just curated elegance. It's so good. And keeping this main doorway very, very simple, but accentuating the height and the drama of this door. If you have something like this on your property, this is also what Torrin was talking about. Taking a look at those sculptural elements that add drama and add excitement, because during the winter months, you might forget that this doorway is so tall and lovely when these doors are shut. But during the winter, if you throw a garland on that bad ride, suddenly it's like drama on drama on drama. One thing I want to dive into at some point in much more depth and detail is landscape lighting. We've talked about this in a couple of design videos so far, but what I want to draw your attention to, what is going on here. There's a couple of different types of landscape lighting, but what Ste Michelle is focusing on is this sort of internal glow of the structure of each plant. So you can see behind me, we've got not only this rhododendron here that is uplit from the bottom, where you really get to drink in that little bit of trunk at the bottom, and then of course the canopy that emerges. But right here, there's actually a light at the base of this deciduous tree in the corner. And what both elements do is not only are they playing up the plant itself, but you then get this story of light and shadow that is cast across the face of this facade, which is very stately, but very uniform in its texture. So, you guys, landscape lighting, it is so, so key and transformative. Friends, I just want to draw your eye to this garden bed because they are doing the exceptional job of repeating those white elements that we talked about. And just in case you want to create something like this at your own home, I know from experience that this is a pansy called Delta Premium Pure White. And then the little viola is actually penny blue. And what's funny is this one, they've actually included a little bit of penny yellow violas as well. Altogether sensational. So this is that huge tree that we were watching Torrin light up when we originally came to review the property and see what they were doing. And you can see every single of those little fine embellishments that Torrin was talking about. So starting at the trunk, doing a really, really thorough wrap, and then following that pruning all the way up and out. And he's not doing every single branch, but he's just following a singular line so that you have these really graceful curves that just come right through this maple. And then last but not least, you can kind of see at the end, he's doing a bit of a looser wrap so that instead of it looking very truncated and cut off, it almost just fades into the canopy, which I just think is so beautiful. So this is another really good example. So down at the base here, he has these lights wrapped, gosh, maybe 2 inches apart, just really heavily wrapped. As he gets to this kind of like fork in the road where he chooses the 4 main branches to extend, he then shifts it to 3 and then increasing to 4 inches apart. Last but not least, you can see he's just choosing 1 main branch for a lot of impact. And then as it cascades out to the very tip, you can see we're just dotting lights all the way along. It's not heavy-handed. We're just fading into literally 1 light at the tip. So again, it's not truncated, it's organic, but still so vibrant and so lovely. Okay, I am so glad we came back at night because this is awesome. This is so awesome. And it leads you right towards the tasting room. By the way, you can book a beautiful tasting. Like we already talked about, there's the Sip Sleigh. You've got options, and these are just holiday memories on top of holiday memories. This is fantastic. All right, as we get down here, again, we are using lighting and holiday decor to signify main entrances, main points where they want to draw their guests to come in, enjoy themselves. So again, we are accentuating the beautiful architecture and then playing up all of those reflective qualities that you really need at night. Silver, gold, amazing. Okay, we are back at the Igloo Village, and I do not know how much more magical it could be. We have igloos. We have gorgeous maple lit, and then also look at the little lighting that's going around the bottom of each igloo, and fire tables. Done. We're done here. Also, bartenders over here in this like little Santa shack. It is so fantastic. And the thing that I love is you can literally hear people laughing in the igloos from where I stand, which to me, that's what it's all about. Okay. So when Torrin is talking about kind of like a few specialty wrap trees on property, this was one of them. And you can see it. It's so funny. I'm such a nerd because this showcases the beautiful pruning that the property manager has done. It is gorgeous. And what I love also is that you get such beautiful depth in this maple by not just doing the face of it, but really having that light bounce forward and backward. And then of course, as always, we start out really beefy on the bottom and then just trail to singular light points at the end. This is how it's done. This is the main entry to Chateau Ste Michelle. And honestly, I can't pay for this. This is so good. This fog rolling in, these beautiful lights just elegantly draped across all of these trees. This is such a transformative moment. I'm actually in the design world having quite the love affair with a driveway, and this is no exception. This is incredible. Friends, do you know what tree that is? That is the Stuartia pseudocamellia. Do you remember me shopping for this tree for the design project that I just did? Look at this. Lights, drama, branching structure. You guys, this has been the most fun. Thank you for coming along. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. I am so grateful for this fun new chapter out here on the internet with all my garden internet people. Much love to you all. I hope you have a beautiful start to your holiday season. I'm going to see you in the next one. And in the meantime, say hello to your garden for me.